How you doing, folks? It's Joe Value here for Cold Beer Sports on Saturday morning, the final day of Royal Ascot 2022. It's been an enjoyable meeting. Nice to get the winner there with Kyprios winning the Ascot Gold Cup. Obviously, yes, the Ottoman Fleet, bit disappointing, and the rest of changing of the guard won. Probably my horse was a bit too free early on. And still a bit raw, immature, he's better than that, I think. And not saying he would have bet the winner now or anything, but I was expecting changing of the guard to have a bit of a form dip, having run in Epsom there less than 2 weeks ago. And Ryan Morse basically said that, he wasn't at his best, but, he still got it done. I suppose the unlucky horse was the second horse. He drifted off a straight line. That probably cost him the race. But, Ottoman Fleet, I wouldn't be giving up on him yet anyway. As I say, he was just a bit too free early on, and a bit of inexperience got him. Be interesting to see what connections do moving forward. But going on to today, I have three selections. I'm going to go for a horse at a big enough price in the 420 at Ascot. It's the Platinum Jubilee Stakes. A horse I've always loved. Minzaal is the name of him. He's about 11 or 12 to 1 shot now. I have a few quid in him ages ago, Antipost actually, but I wasn't factoring in the Australian horses coming over. They do look to be a step ahead of the UK and Irish horses. Definitely, if Nature Strip is anything to go by early on in the week, I think they all could be playing second fiddle to this home affairs. But he still has to go and do it, I suppose. And Minzal, as I say, I really like this horse. Ever since he won his maiden at Salisbury on really quick ground, I followed him up then into the Gimcrack where he was very good, and he was a top 2-year-old. Maybe his 3-year-old career didn't get much of a chance. He got a bit of an injury and lightly raced, but did run a really good race on Champions Day. Won third to create a force on ground that probably would have been soft enough for him. It's interesting after his comeback run this year at York that the connections are going for cheek pieces with him today. So on fast growing cheek pieces, there's going to be a rattling fast pace, and I'm hoping that all these things build up to a massive run. So that's Minzaal in the 420 at Ascot. And the 525 at Perth, late date. Now he's a bit inconsistent, but he's a double figure price for this race, and I think that's fair enough. I do think that on his best days, he has a good chance in a race like this. He was staying on very strong over 2.5 mile the last day. This is up to 3 mile. Now look, he's been around the block a good few times. It's just the fact that Mickey Hammond's horses are running really well now. He had a nice winner yesterday, and he might be a little bit overpriced. I like Jack Hogan as a jockey as well. He's definitely an up and coming jockey, and late date at 10 to 1. I'm going to stick that up as a point each way, same as Minzal, point each way Minzal as well. And my final selection of the day is in the 610 at Ascot, Wordsworth. Now, we don't know whether Trusan is going to run in this. Obviously, the connections want to keep it as late as possible to see does the rain arrive in time for Trusan. But I think Wordsworth has every chance of maybe possibly beating him anyway, because he just, to me, looks an out stayer. He could improve massively for this huge step up and trip, and the form of his Corral run the last day is working out exceptionally well. So I did back Wordsworth last year in Royal Ascot. I think he was second or third, but I'm hoping he can get it done today there in the 610. His value best to beat Trushan if Trushan does turn up. So there's your treat for tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the week, and I'll be back probably, definitely be back tomorrow. I fancy a few Monday. Now, if they pass the declaration stage, there's definitely a couple of interesting horses there running for me Monday. Okay, so I'll talk to you then. It's Joe Value for Cold Beer Sports. Take it handy and enjoy the rest of the week.